I go on with the training, before I go on with the training, I want to mention once again that MamaGF Foundation is doing this in 5 years remembrance of our lovely mother, our irreplaceable mother, and we are trying to empower people on information that is vital for life. And today I'll be talking about driving sales through strategic marketing. I hope we can all hear me properly. So we'll begin. As the host has said, I have some experience in agribusiness marketing, and this is what I've been doing a long time now. And anything that has to do with marketing in agriculture, in agribusiness, most especially livestock, I'm an animal scientist by profession. So this is what I do. But then when you do marketing, it's not just in one field. Marketing cut across all life. So whatever your business is, whatever you do, marketing is your life, honestly. As long as you want to progress, you want to advance financially, you market your product, you market yourself, market your services. So driving sales through strategic marketing. One point to start with is to know your customer. And I think this is very vital, and this cut across business development, because for you to start a business, for you to sell your product, or to maintain your existing business, you need to know who your customers will be or who your customers are, and you grow from there. You need to be sure that you have a market ready for whatever you want to produce or whatever you want to dish out. So and you have to focus on problem solving. Every business is definitely rooted through solving a problem. So you need to be sure of this. Then to move on, you have to sell value and not just price. Pricing is a very complex topic on its own, but then you have to sell value first. People have to get value for whatever they pay for. So you have to be sure that you are getting your customers are getting good benefits while you also work on your ROI. Then you have to create a consistent sales pipeline. See, one thing I'm always an advocate of is consistency in whatever you do. Business, personal life, marketing, sales, anything, mention anything. Believe me, consistency is a very large topic. Whatever you are doing, know that it is not a single day or a single hour or a single year life. It is on and on. It has to keep going. That's what business is all about. It has to keep going. So you have to create a consistent sales pipeline. You have to know who your prospect is. You have to keep prospecting, always prospecting. You have to always follow up, and you have to always track your leads. So these three key points are very important in creating a consistent sales pipeline. Then you also have to build a strong personal and company brand. So these are two different things. Building your personal brand, which is yourself, as the business owner or the business person, is key, while you also build your company brand. So people buy based on your person, and people buy based on the company's integrity. So these are very important. You have to always stay visible. People won't start looking for you, or people will not say, um, hello, are you still in this business? You have to always remain in whatever, we have to always know you for whatever we have started knowing you for, so that when we need something you offer, we will know where to go to, and we won't start doubting if, yes, you remain consistent in whatever you have started. So this is very key. And before I move on, I want to say, um, people buy from those they know. People buy from those they trust, and people buy from those they perceive as valuable. So I want to tell us that it is very important that you let people know you. As much as advertisement is looking simple or vague sometimes, I want to tell us that advertisement remains very, very germane in whatever we do. People, you have to keep being on people's faces. Let them always remember you that, okay, this person still exists, this business still exists, and this is when they remember to buy from you, and let people trust you. Now, in people trusting you, it's in diverse ways. People trust you through your personality, consistent, consistent effort, consistent personality. People also trust you through your product and the performance of your product. Um, as I said, I work in a livestock nutrition company as a marketing manager, and I've seen where product has helped to build a lot of trust. It's a product that is not consumed by human being. Our product is consumed majorly by animals. And you know, so the animals does not have mouth to tell you that this product is good or this or that. But the result you get from what the animals produce, whether eggs, whether meat, whether milk, or whatever the product is what determines what your product, the value your product is giving. That's talking of my product now. And this goes a long way in the mind of the farmer or in the of the investor who knows that when they get my product, they know what they're expecting positively. So this is very important. And with that, I will love to move into customer relationship management. Customer relationship management is very key. And, without a customer, your business does not exist. It's as simple as that. I was listening to a podcast this morning that was saying, a farmer and his family cannot consume all the plow or all the planting on their farm, which is true. No matter how large your extended family is or looks like, you cannot farm for yourself alone and think you'll make money. Family will always, whether they don't pay complete or they owe you money or you even dash out. So you're doing business solely to make money, and you want to create good customer relationship so you maintain your customers. And this will lead me into the 5 R's in customer relationship management. So I'll say the reach, REACH, the response, resolve, reward, then you retain. So I'll break it down a bit. So when you have a product or when you're planning to start have a product or something you want to market out there, you have to reach out to prospects. You have to have your like market reach. This will help you to foresee your business or to know how you project your business properly. Then this will help you to get your products down to people's mind, and people will respond to whatever you're bringing to them. And you have to make sure that that is resolving a problem at hand. You can't sell to me what does not look like a problem solving to me. I know what I have and I know what I need. So if you want to sell to me, it has to meet a need of mine. I'm sure we'll get that. Then if that resolves the problem your customer base is looking to have, then get reward for your business, and the customer also get reward for what they want at a fair price. Then you retain your customers because, as I said earlier, consistency and continuity is very germane. Whatever you are doing, you are looking for how to retain your customers and always get them to come back for this product. So, I want to say in achieving customer relationship management properly, I want to say you have to call your customers regularly, not just when you're selling out your product. You have to be in touch with your customers as often as possible. I also want to say you keep record of your customer preferences. Customers, as a customer, I buy things online, and I have some plug. We call it plug nowadays. So I have some plugs that when I tell them how to get this thing, they know exactly, as a returning customer now, they know exactly what I want and my spec. Um, they know what I like. But then, it doesn't mean I've not tried new people that I've not bought from. It all depends on the customer relationship energy of people. People have it in different ways, so it goes a long way. So you have to track the record of your customer preference. You have sold to somebody before, you want them to come back again and buy from you. You already forgotten how the transaction went the last time. It is a red flag because you're selling to, for instance, you're selling to a farmer in my field now, let's say a poultry farmer and it's a broiler farmer asking me of product to get, and I'm talking to them in line of an egg producer who is unfortunately a meat producer, I'm talking to them based on an egg producing customer, then that means I'm missing the point. So you have to keep track of customer preferences, what they like, what they dislike. Then talking of customer preferences, there are customers that when you want to talk to them, whether you have a new product, whether you want to talk existing business or whatever it is, you need to remember that the last time, for instance, the last time I called this person was around 6 p.m. They said no, they are not comfortable with that. I should call them in the morning, office hours, even late night, because there are some customers that, because of so many reasons, you have to do late night calls. So you also have to remember all of this, because calling a customer at a wrong time, and you are supposed to know, not like a new customer, create a lot of um unnecessary headache for the customer, and they feel like you're not paying attention to details for them. So I also want to say you request feedback after every transaction. Yes. Don't think after the first transaction and the customer comes back willingly, you think all is good and all is well. No, sometimes some customers will come back because they feel they've not gotten an alternative to supply. And this is only a ticking time bomb, because immediately they get a replacement. Immediately they get a replacement, they switch from you and go to the next person. So you also need to keep record of feedbacks. You should ask them. You should ask questions. You've seen situations where you buy from people online and they are like, oh, please send a screenshot of no, take a video recording of how you unbox, send us your feedback, and you see them post online. This helps their businesses. Whenever you see such, please attend to it. As a salesman myself, I want to say, I want to encourage the public that when you see a salesperson or a producer ask you for feedbacks, try as much as possible to be truthful, because as a customer, you also have to be truthful. Try as much as possible to be truthful, then give them a very good feedback based on what you have experienced with your product or services. If it is negative, please go ahead and give it. See, business grow really on feedbacks, positives and negatives. It helps businesses. So, then I want to say retaining customers is cheaper than acquiring new ones. This is very clear. If you don't think deep, you may not understand it, but then I want to tell you that retaining your existing customers is very cheap than acquiring new ones. So for you to acquire new customers, you know how many times you have to give them a call. You know how many times you have to, in my case, go to these people. And when I say go to these people, in my case, sometimes you have to go as as far as into the bush as possible, because some of our own kind of customers are sometimes not in the city. They are far away in the bush, farms. I'm talking of farms, whether whatever animal you raise or whatever livestock you do, they are mostly in the outskirts of the town. So you have to always make effort to go. But then when you have gone a couple of times and you have gained a customer, and they have bought your product, they're already on board, you have to do everything possible to retain them, because going back there, losing them and having to go back again to regain them is more expensive in so many ways. Sometimes you have to do incentives for you to bring back a lost customer. Sometimes you have to do some crashing of prices, even to your disadvantage, just for you to get this customer back, knowing what their potential looks like. So this is why I said it is more expensive to to bring a new customer than um of surviving with an existing one. So an existing one, you already know what preferences are, you already know their locations, know their preferences, know what they want, and also you just go ahead and give them good business, and you guys are happy together. It's as simple as that. Then um lastly, I want to talk about business growth action plan. Um so I want to say we'll focus on customer acquisition, repeat purchases, transaction value, and partnerships. Um, from the beginning of this talk, I've been hammering on repeated sales, consistency, and all of this. Honestly, this is like another topic on its own for another time. And I want to say that um customer acquisition is in different stages and in different ways, but there are things that we should do in customer acquisition. So in a lot of field, whether you go out for all these physical jingles for marketing, or you go for a seminar or a forum or um a gathering of your proposed clients, you generate leads, you get contacts, you get people's details to talk to. Somebody refer you to someone. Oh, I know this person is a farmer, is this, is that. It will be a good It'll be a good addition to your product. It needs your product and all of that. When you generate all these leads, you have all these contacts. You don't just keep them. You have to reach out to them, send them emails, whatever works for your line of business. Because for my business, sometimes, or let me say, we have a larger number of people you do one-on-one visit to than the number of people you do cold emails, phone call, and all of that. Some of these people want you to come down to that village where their farm is. That goes a long way into their sentiment. So, but then we're in a business where cold emails work for you. You have to do this almost every day for some of these contacts. Bulk SMS goes a long way for some of these people. We also have people that market to we marketers. I will see what they do in their various fields. So whatever it takes you, do at least 5 to 10 new reach out to 5 to 10 prospects daily. Make it a point of action. Set your alarm, set your reminder, make it something of importance that at so hour, this is my hour of reaching out to my new prospect. And believe me, this will yield. The conversion rate may look very small sometimes, but it could be very rough in the beginning, and in the middle, he is getting some smooth edge. But I tell you, at the end, when you have these customers, it is all smooth. That's how it looks. But then when you have the customer, then you now remember what I've said about maintaining existing customers for repeated transactions. So try as much as possible as a take home to reach out to 5 to 10 prospects every day. I'm sure we all have the list of customers. I think lead generation is becoming very easy nowadays, and you just have to do the hard work of reaching out to them and getting business from them. Then I want to say follow up with all of your leads. Reaching out to them and new prospect is a different thing. Following up is another thing, because some customers will say, "Oh, I'm not interested now. You can talk to me in the next 2 weeks. I'll be stocking you." Sorry, I'm talking agribusiness now. "I'll be stocking you a batch of beds in the next 2 weeks. Call me by then." If you miss such call, you are not getting the business. In fact, when they say call me a day to when I'm stocking, don't call a day to when they are stocking. You call like a week to when they will be stocking. Is as good as that. So lastly, let me take the last message. Consistent execution creates business growth. I think this summarizes all of what I've been saying so far. Consistent execution creates business growth. For your business to grow, clearly, you have to be consistent in executing whatever you do. Whether you've been supplying an existing customer good product, you have to be consistent in giving them the good product. The appearance of your product has to remain the same. And when we are talking services, if you deliver well today within a stipulated time, tomorrow the next project or the next client, you should also deliver promptly. So thank you so much for listening today. I want to give some little time to entertain questions. Thank you once again. Over to you, Os.
Thank you so very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please let's appreciate Olayinka. Thank you for those words of knowledge you've pumped into us. Consistency is key. If you're doing business already, you already know you need to follow up. You need to, you know, put in that effort. Thank you so very much. Can we take few questions, please? Yinka, can you take a lead on the question? Check the chat. I'm driving. Can you check if there's any question in the chat, or if anybody is raising their hand so we can take question quickly? before we go into the HR one.
Okay. I think there's a question. Lamide, are you online? Can you please check?
Yes, I'm online. Okay, no, it's just a greeting. It's just greetings. No
Oh,
question.
okay.
Okay,
Okay.
so Layinka, can you do one round off, like your last word, uh, um, something you think, or a step or step-by-step guide on how to make sales? Maybe first you identify, like you started, you said you need to know your customers, you need to solve a problem. So can you just list it, like straight steps to making great sales in 1 minute, and then we'll move on to the HR.
Okay. Thank you. So I'll say the number one step is to know your strengths. Know your strengths in terms of product and services. Then you go to the market and know your proposed clients or your proposed customers. You know what their need is and you know how to meet it. Then um pricing is very key. You price properly for customers to get value. Then you make the sales promptly. When I say promptly, a customer does not request for a product to be delivered in the next 24 hours, you deliver in the next 3 days. So you get your order promptly and deliver promptly, then you retain your customers. So while delivering and while getting your orders, you get to know your customers, KYC, then you retain your customers very key. Thank you.
Thank you so very much. We really do appreciate you. We hope everybody has learned a lot from that. So moving on, just so we can have more time for the other section. So let's get to introduce my not so little brother. So tonight we'll be having Mr. Olamide Olawale. He's an HR professional. So, of course, human resource professional, is currently working in a luxurious business hotel in Abuja, Nigeria. He's a hospitality leader, passionate about professionalism, service excellence, staff training, workplace culture, and operational standards. He is a trainer, delivering engaging presentation on given topics. He's a strategic administrator, working with senior management, preparing HR reports, policies, job descriptions, performance appraisals. He's a future focused leader, passionate about career growth and leadership. I want to tell you something for a fact. There is no better person to teach us about CV and every other thing than somebody that conducts interviews for people. So join me this evening as we welcome Mr. Olamide Olawale. Over to you. Let's
Hey,
give
good
him some
evening,
clap. Good evening.
good evening, everyone. Thank you, host, for that beautiful introduction. And thank you, Mr. Olayinka Olawale, for your marketing insights. We celebrate you. A very big thank you to everyone that's been part of this 5 days empowerment program. We appreciate you and we say God bless you. Um, I don't know if this is a setup because I'm the last one of the family, so I had to take the last empowerment program. Anyway, it's a good thing. Let me dive into a Yoruba adage that says "Egun ńlá ló ń kẹ́yìn what?" Complete it in the chat.
What are you feeling like, Gogo? Benny?
Uh, okay, yeah. So thank you all for joining. In the next 30 minutes, I'll be taking us through some of our HR related topics. I have some slides to share, so I will just quickly do that now. Okay, can you see my slide?
Yes, we can see it.
All right. So quickly we'll be looking at unlocking career opportunities, practical HR insights for career growth, employability, and success. So let me wish somebody congratulations because Maybe you're thinking what you have or the skills you have is not getting you anything. I must congratulate you that there's a lot waiting for you. And at the end of this section, you realize that there are more opportunities out there, that that document you carry, that the skills you currently own or you're proud of can get you. There's so many success ahead, and we're about to unlock all of that. So let's go into it. The purpose of today's section, we'll be looking at why career matters, some career guidance, some employability skills, CV and interview preparation, career growth strategy. Okay, so I'll be rushing through some. There are some sections that I want to dwell more on. So just stay and glue yourself with this section. All right, so why career matters? You agree with me that work provides income. It also provides purpose, dignity, and impact. Every person, regardless your age, can continue to grow. So there's no limitation to what you can do. Don't think you've become of age and there's nothing you can achieve anymore. No, you can continue to grow. That thing that you have at hand, of course, it gives you your income, it gives you your purpose, and as well the impact. So career is very, very important and it matters. You need to know yourself. You need to know your strengths, assess your interests, know your values and skills. So when we say know, assess your strengths, you know that area that you're comfortable with. You know the area you feel more balanced to deliver what you possess. Okay. Your interest, that thing that your heart really wants to do. And you know some of the skills, some of the relevant values that you can attach to that interest. So I wrote this in capital letter, which is build a career around what you can do well and you enjoy doing. I'm currently working in the hospitality industry and I discover that I'm fulfilling purpose because to me, it's beyond just working in an hotel. Rather, it's me fulfilling what I think God has called me to do, which is service to people. And the hospitality has so much help to bring that out. So I love what I'm doing and I will continue to love it. And that is what we should build our career on. Okay. So quickly, let's look at how you can start a career. You need to acquire relevant skills. This is very, very important. Beyond the certificates that we carry, beyond uh, how eloquent we can speak as skills, which is very much relevant in today's work market. Okay, volunteer. This is very important. You desire so much to work in a company. You desire so much to work in the oil company, in the bank, in a NGO, whatever industry you choose to. Now there is an opportunity for you to come and volunteer. You've never worked in such place before. You don't have any experience, and there's an opportunity to volunteer. But you're looking at yourself and you're saying, no, I don't think I can go low to be a volunteer because it's called volunteer in quotes. Uh, let me tell you that you need to volunteer because from volunteering, you start to gain some level of experience. From volunteering, you start to understand more of that workplace culture. From volunteering, they start to notice you, okay? And you discover that your career is taking shape right from there. Intern. In recent times, companies are putting out intern adverts, you know, even though they tell you they won't pay you, they just want you to come and learn. They're giving you a window to see and to understand if this is where you want to belong. So why not take that opportunity? There is an intern opportunity. You currently don't have anything doing. I will advise that you take up that, because from the internship, you realize that you know more about that company, you know more about their culture, and you see yourself belonging to one. And I can tell you for free, where I currently work, there's so many interns that today they are a full staff. If such individual has rejected the offer of an intern, then I don't think they will be our full staff today. So it's an opportunity for you to start a career, network, okay, networking. You can't do it alone. You don't know it all. So it's important that you expand your net. You need to network. Create a LinkedIn profile. Uh, for for many that choose to know, LinkedIn is a very, very professional site that helps recruiter like myself to get good candidates. When we have a vacancy in anywhere and it's looking so difficult to get someone, we just go straight to LinkedIn. We want to see your professional profile. We want to see what you can do. And we just pick up the number right from there and we call. Because LinkedIn, the way LinkedIn works, LinkedIn is believed to have so much professional that knows what they are doing. So if you want to start a career today with that little experience that you have, with that certification that you have, with that skill that you have, you can open a LinkedIn profile. Okay? And there's a job for you. Just open that profile and see yourself getting more engagement. Keep learning. Don't stop learning. With all of these measures, yeah, you are starting to be moving towards starting a career. Let's proceed quickly. What employers look for? All right. So employers look for qualifications, but not all the time is qualifications. Qualifications are good, but that's not all what employers look for. That's not what all what HR professionals look for. That's not all what recruiters look for. We also look for experience and skills. Okay. We look for cultural fits, which is the value you can render. We look at your attitude. Yes, you have good qualifications, but your attitude speak differently of the qualification that you have. And when you come for an interview and we see you and we see your attitude, then uh, we can tell that no, beyond your qualification is an attitude that does not fit in our culture. And definitely that's a no. Also, growth potential. We look at somebody that can adapt quickly to the system or the culture of the company. Somebody that is teachable, somebody that is ready to learn. Okay. Accountability. Employers look for someone that is accountable, someone that is reliable, someone that will take responsibility of any issue or any situation that come during the work time. Your presentation and appearance. I won't dwell so much on this because when we get to the other section, it will come again so I can explain further. But will also employers look so much at your presentation and appearance. You cannot be going for an interview for for a secretarial position and you're putting on a jean and a round neck. As an employer, as a recruiter, I already know what you're here for. Obviously not the secretarial job because appearance matters. So let's look at building a professional CV. There are so many mistakes and errors people make in writing CVs today, and This section will guide us on how we are expected to write our CV. CV does not need to be so much. You don't need a 5, 6, 7 page CV. Keep it simple and professional. Use a clean layout. You don't have to be to look for um, some level of contrast or color and make your CV so colorful. We are really not looking at your artistic work on your CV. Rather, we want to see your achievement. We want to see things that you've done in the past. Tailor your CV to each job role. Okay, so many of us, even in this room, we've done so many things. But when we are applying for a particular job, okay, we just want to put everything that we've done in that CV. And that's the CV we want to submit to enable us get an interview. Uh, I want to advise and tell us that when you're seeking for a job or you're applying, you need to tailor your CV to fit in the role you're applying for. Bring in more relevant experiences on that CV. Okay, all your experience is good. If you get invited for an interview, you could share with them, but not on that CV. It will only make your CV too bulky, and that's not a professional CV. Include your education, include your experience and your skills. Okay, highlight your achievements, not just duties. This is very, very important. Duties are what you can see online. If you go online today, you want to type, oh, what are the duties of a of a painter? What are the duties of of an accountant? What are the duties of a chef? You will see a lot of duties, and you just want to copy all of that and put in your CV. That is not what we are interested in because we can tell that this is a copied document. But your achievement are what you've done yourself. And those are the things we want to see on the CV. So highlight more of your achievements, not just the duties. Common CV mistakes that people make, spelling errors. Let me expose us to what we see on the other side as HR. Before selecting or before even inviting anyone for interview, we have series and pile up of CVs. Okay. And someone is applying for a managerial position. But the first thing we are seeing is a spelling error. Somehow, naturally, it tells you that this person is not careful when writing. It tells you that this person is not well coordinated. All right. So you need to do everything possible to avoid spelling errors because that can even let them take out your CV and not schedule you for an interview. False information, generic CV. Generic CV is just everything you see online you want to put on your CV. Okay, let's avoid that when putting together our CV. Poor formatting. You use capital letter now. In the same sentence, you're using small letter, you're using abbreviations, you're using all sort of formats. This does not help you get an interview because from the process of sorting, your CV can be kept aside. So it's very important that we are very careful with our formatting, including irrelevant personal details. Gone are the days that you want to mention in your CV that you are from Kogi, uh, something something local government. You are the fourth children, you are the fourth child of 10. All those informations are not necessary anymore on your CV. We only want to see what are relevant. Okay, let's move quickly. The essence of CV. CV is your product. Yes. We don't know you, we've not seen you before, but we are seeing something that represents you, and that is your product, which is your CV. So you need to be able to package that product. Thank God we just had marketing even before this section. And if your product is not good, definitely you don't get customers. Okay, so CV is your product. You need to be able to package it well, because that is what we see before seeing you. CV travels for you. You are in a different state, and the job vacancy is in another state. You don't necessarily have to travel down only for the purpose of submitting CV. But because your CV is your product, then it can travel, it can move for you. All right. CV calls attention of employers to you. CV gets you a step closer to securing a job. A CV will not get you a job. Okay. Please, let's know this. Before I become HR, or for so many of us, who always think, oh, but this uncle, this brother, this man have asked me to bring my CV, yet I don't have a job, yet he has not done this, he has not done that. Yes, he asked for your CV, but that's not what will get you a job. It will only take you a step closer to securing a job. Okay? CV calls you for an interview, and that's the height of it. Okay? Essence of CV is to call you for an interview. Now you've gotten the interview. What are you supposed to do? How are you supposed to prepare? What are you supposed to say in the interview? First, while you're preparing for an interview, you need to research the company. So you've been scheduled for an interview in the industry or company of your choice, and you did not think it's okay to know about that company. It might be very brilliant and good, but beyond your brilliancy is a company that is not in any of our academic books. Okay, it's a company that have their own different functionality. So it is very important that before you go for any interview, try as much as possible to research about the company. Know a bit about that company. Most important, look out for the company vision and mission. Look out for their core values. Because when you're seated in that interview room and you're being asked some questions, your response, when you align it to that company vision, they see you as a cultural fit. They see you as someone that belongs to them. And that's the essence of researching about the company. Understand the role. There's a job application for a senior accountant or a manager. You don't have experience of a manager. Yes, you don't want to, you believe and you trust God that anything can happen. Yes, anything can happen. But you need to understand that role. You need to know what the role calls for before you even go to that interview. You need to dress professionally. I was saying it the other time that you cannot come looking for a secretarial job and you're dressed in a jean, even palm slippers. We've seen so many candidates come to an interview room dressing just as if they are the owner of the company. Unfortunately, that's a no. We'll interview you. In some cases, you will never be interviewed because right there with the way you're dressed, because you don't fit in that company, they send you back. Yes, I'm sorry, I've done it before because I have to. You don't fit in. And from your dressing alone, you've 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 expressed the whole of you. Arrive early and carry required documents with you. Your interview is for 10. I can only imagine why you are still on the road by 9:45. So it is very important that you arrive interview early. Before now, some HR practice or some recruiter, they always want to use you know, delay tactics to see how patient a candidate is before even giving before interviewing them. But that's old version. We don't do that anymore. We don't even want to delay you because we know that you have some other things to do. We know that you're possibly coming from a job to come and seek a better opportunity. So we want to commence the interview immediately. We've given you a time. Now, I can tell you this because this is what we do. So, as an HR, sorry, any HR professional that is in here, I need to expose us a bit. So, when we send interview invites, we send different time for different candidates. And that to tell you that we don't want to bite into another candidate's time. Okay, so arrive your interviews very early. When you're to answer questions during your interview, use this method. It is called STAR. There's an acronym called STAR, and it means situation, task, action, and result. Okay, you're being asked a question on how you handled a situation that happened where you last worked. Don't say story that is too long. Just establish that situation. Establish what tasks you had to do and the processes or the medium that you use to tackle that situation and express the results, the final end of that task or situation. If you can do that, then you've met the expectation of the recruiter. Be honest, be concise, and confident. Okay? Don't add up to it. Exactly what you've done is what you should say. So quickly, let me talk about career growth at workplace. You know, how we become successful for majority of us that are currently working. Uh, there are things that you do that makes you stand tall, even among your colleagues, among your peers. Okay, be reliable. Where you're currently working, can they trust you on assignment? You were given an assignment today, but you either deliver late or you don't even deliver at all. Yet you're expecting a promotion. Yet you're expecting to grow. You might not grow as fast as you expect because you're not reliable. So for you to be successful in that workplace, for that career growth, you need to be reliable. You need to seek feedback. Okay, you have a manager, you have your junior staff, or you're a manager, you have reporting line. Okay, you've done something, you need to go back and get feedback on how you've performed. And once you do that, it shows that you want to learn. It shows that you've identified that you can make errors. Okay, respect others. At your workplace, respect every single person. Okay, learn continuously, build relationship, take initiatives. Okay, these are all things that can help us grow at our current workplace. Everything is not village people. Everything is not they are doing me, and that's why somebody that I resume together with is being promoted, and I am not being promoted. Check yourself. The last time you were given an assignment, how well did you deliver? Okay, so the changing world of work and workplace, technology is transforming jobs. Skills matter more than certificates alone. Certificate sure matters, but that skills is much more important. Continuous learning is very essential, and networking creates opportunities. Okay. Key to long-term success, where you're working for whatever career you choose to do, for whatever area you are or industry you choose to work, you need to be disciplined. All right. They need to know you for your consistency. You can see there are some of these things that is even relating to the marketing, because if you're not consistent in what you do, you will lose customer. It's the same thing with career. Integrity. Integrity is, knowing the right thing and doing the right thing. Can they trust you on anything? If you say this is exactly how a situation is that how that situation is? Have a positive mindset. Don't think negatively. For a long-term success, then you need to have a positive mindset. All right. So I had to rush it up so that we can also entertain some one or two questions. All right. So before we say the last statement on the slide, we can entertain one or two questions now. Yes. If there is any question. Okay, while questions are coming, let me close my slide by saying success is not a destination, but a journey of continuous growth. Okay? It's continuous. You don't think you've arrived. There are bigger things ahead that you are yet to even accomplish. So let's always see it as a journey of continuous growth. Thank you for participating and honoring the memory of our beloved mother. That will be all from my presentation today.
Thank you so very much, Olamide. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That was packed. That was packed. There's a question there for you. Somebody said, can we get a template of a good CV?
Yes, definitely. Are you in Nigeria? Can you drop your location as well?
Okay, you can drop your location. Okay, you said yes. And
Okay.
if you're on
Okay.
Chika's group, we can share it to Chika's group. And somebody said, will the slide for the presentation be available? Couldn't join because of network. We are recording this, so we'll definitely release the recording on MamaGF's social media page, and it will be on the registration link on NestHuge. If you use the registration link to register, that means you'll have access to NestHuge. So it will be available there for you to watch for free after this time. The person said as well as a very good CV template. So like I said, if you're on the MLS group, we're going to share it there. If you're not, you might want to drop your email address so that maybe we can get it and then share it with you. That's actually a very good insight for us to prepare for next time. So somebody said, can you review CV for us? Well, thank you for dropping your email, Babajide. Well, that is left to Lamide if he wants to do a free job for that. But of course, I'm sure you will be happy to. I will let him talk by himself. I'll let him talk by himself. But if you really want one-on-one coaching, please remember, like we did for the other speakers, I don't know if you've been here for the last 5 days, they will drop their registration link where you can communicate with them one-to-one. So Lamide, if you want to drop your WhatsApp phone number, for people to reach out to you. You might not respond tonight. When you set up your platform and they can book a session with you, you might reply them back with your link and then they can book a session. But the ball is in your court. It depends on you if you want to do it for free. There are so many people dropping their emails address, so please, Lamide, take a screenshot so that you can reach out to them. Yeah, so thank you, everyone. Does anybody want to ask a question? We are 9 o'clock bang on, so we are on time today, and it's been a wonderful session. And I just want to say, can I get the recording of the classes so I can rewatch? Yes, you can get the recording. Just give us a few days to settle, and then we'll upload the 5 days back on the NestHuge website. Excuse me, on the next huge link. So if you did not register, if you just got the Zoom link and you did not register for this event, I would suggest that you please just go and register. Just go and register so that we can have your email address, and then we can probably share the message to everybody that is registered that the recording is now available online. Okay? So the recording will definitely be available. Thank you so much, everyone. One thing I would like to round up with, I think there's another question there. How do I register? There's a next huge link. Let me share it. Where's that link now? There's a link. I'll share it on the group now so that you can share. I mean, you can just click and register. So once we have your email, I'm sure we'll be able to update everybody once we have the recording ready. Sorry, I'm just trying to get the link now. Okay, I have it. Okay, so please check the chat. The link has been posted. So please do register if you have not registered. And please, you can follow me on Facebook. My name is Olawale Adeni. There will be updates there as well. So I've put my Facebook and Instagram handle there. Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok handle. So please do follow me on all social media platforms so that if we have any more of such training, we'll be putting it out there. So just to go back to rounding up, if you were here yesterday and on Tuesday, I'm sure you can realize that everything seems similar. Everybody mentioned consistency, even in your marketing, be consistent. In your workplace, be consistent. In what you're doing, be consistent. You need to network. Everybody has mentioned that. On Tuesday, it was your social capital. They called it social capital. Yesterday, I know Chika mentioned the fact that you can't do this alone, like you need other people. And today during the marketing session, we've heard about networking as well. And even while you're building your CV and everything, man no man will always work anywhere. I live in Dublin and I work with the government, and I know that even abroad, man no man works. Okay, so you need to build your network and everything. God bless us all. Thank you for joining us in the remembrance of our mom's 5 years of departing this world. Thank you for your time. I would actually like to take reviews from people. Can I take one or two people to let us know how they think this has been useful? I'll really appreciate feedback, and I'm sure my siblings and my dad would equally love feedback so that we know if this should be a yearly thing. This is our first time of doing this free information empowerment session. Normally, we'll do give people money for their business or share food and everything. We still share food in December anyway. But for the remembrance, actually, all we do is give food and give people money for their business. But this year, we thought not everybody needs money. People might just need the right information. So we thought to do this 5 days empowerment. So please, if you want to give a review, if you want to tell us what you think about this, or if you think this should be something to be continued, please, I just want to take review from one or two people before we sign off for tonight. Anybody willing to say anything?
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. Good evening.
Can I go ahead?
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Okay, thank you so much. I didn't join from when the program started. I only saw the link yesterday and joined. And to be frank, I really enjoyed it because I'm aspiring to go for coro registration. And most of the information I got yesterday was so inspiring. And I will thank the organizers. I equally thank the speakers that came to lecture us. Please, I will beg, let this thing continue. Let this program continue. Let it continue. I think it will go a long way. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Chinna. Thank you for that review. Can we take one more person and then we call it a day? Somebody said, although I joined a bit behind schedule due to network instability, but then from the little I heard, I would definitely say this is a very nice idea and quality information was passed across. Thank you from Victor Ebuka. Thank you, Victor. Thank you very much. Like I said, please do follow me on all social media platform, and my siblings as well. They are all boys. So please follow Olamide Olawale on Facebook, Olayinka Olawale, Okoyemi Olawale on Facebook, and
Out another thing that is written there.
sorry, okay, something else there. Okay, somebody said please let it be a continuous program. From Adewale, thank you so much. Okay, can you equally please do suggest speakers that we can bring? Maybe there's a job focus that you want to talk about. Now we've done scientists, we've done marketers, we've done HR, we've done, what else did we do on Monday? We've done how to register your own business. That was what we started with. We've done the nursing as well for nurses that want to relocate to UK and Ireland. So if you know of any other profession that you will need us to talk about, we have a few professionals around us. At least I have an uncle that is a physio that can take us the session. Who else do we have? Well, I mean, we can get people. That won't be a problem. Getting people won't be a problem, but we really need to know. So we need your support as well. We will really need to know, like, what information will people want to hear so that we can organize things. But thank you so very much for your time. I believe our mom is looking down on us and smiling. It was a great loss. She was only 60 years old when she left us. She was not sick. I spoke with her on that very day. I spoke with her for 56 minutes on video call that day, only for me to be called in the afternoon that she died. I mean, nobody expected it. It was a rude shock. But one thing we know for certain is she left a very, very good legacy. She held everybody's hand. And one thing we can say for a fact, and I'm sure from the two guys that spoke tonight are my siblings. My mom gave birth to them. So I'm sure you already know that she gave birth to good children and she trained us very, very well together with her dad. So we can only pray that our legacy continue to speak because she was a very, very good person, a very, very good woman. So we don't want her name to just go like that. We know we used to say our mom's memory card was full because she was doing too much. She was doing a lot. She was everybody's. I don't know how else to describe her. She lived a fulfilled life, and I'm sure she died empty. But we want to carry on the legacy. Somebody just dropped something. I said, please, we really appreciate this. Although I am just joining today and I pretty late due to network, I am aspiring to relocate and I'm hoping I get guidance on how to go about it. So sorry about your loss. I'm an orphan as well, but hope to be a good mom to my children. Oh, I'm hugging you right tight. Although your name is not on the chat, your name is Samsung. So please do reach out, do the registration, and you can drop me a message or follow me on Facebook and drop me a message to tell me that you're the one that dropped that comment. We could be sisters if you're a woman. I don't have a sister. They're all boys. Okay, Tochi. So Tochi, please do drop me a message. I'm sure my
Okay,
father can father you. All
I
right.
have something to say.
Okay. Go on, Lamde.
All right. So, I think there is also an addition or a plus to this platform. My current place of work is employing, and we are recruiting to fill some positions. Okay,
Yeah, yeah, I'm not all because of the
hello. Okay, so I will drop the official email. If you know someone that is experienced as a receptionist or as a bartender, kindly share it with them. Let them send in their application. Okay, receptionist and a bartender. I will drop the email. Kindly send application to that email. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Lamide. Tochi, can you please drop your number or anybody in the MLM group? Can you please drop the WhatsApp number so Tochi can join the group, please? Is Chika on the line? Please, 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 if you're part of those that got the MLS number yesterday to join the group, please, can you please drop it for Tochi so that she can also follow through?
Because on the number is here.
Or Tochi, if you want to private chat me now before we go offline and drop me your number so I can get it to you immediately. Or as soon as, let me use the word as soon as possible. Or if you're on the chat, if you're on the WhatsApp group for MLS, please drop the number so Tochi can join the group. Please help a sister, and that's why we are here. Or Tochi, you private chat me and drop your number now so that I can get it to you as soon as possible. Okay? All right, thank you, everyone. Lamide, I hope you've taken all the email addresses that want their CV reviewed. Okay.
Yes, I
Thank
am.
you. Okay. And you promised to drop email. Okay. So please, people, copy the email, excuse me, and share with people that need the job, please. Please, please, please do copy it and share with people that need the job. Because help somebody today, and we believe the Lord will reward you. So I believe everyone has. Okay. Oh, sorry. The Tochi, the number has been dropped. Thank you, Chinna. They've dropped the number. Tochi, I hope you've seen the number to contact so that you'll be added to the WhatsApp group. Please do contact that number. So you'll be added to the WhatsApp group for MLS, please. Okay, I hope you get it because I'm going to log off now. This is 12 minutes past 9. Before I sign up, I hope you got the number. I hope people got the email address for, what's it called? For HR. Which number is this? Okay, that's the number. Yes, we did. Okay, thank you. Tochi, I believe maybe a number is, maybe a network is off somewhere and she's not responding. But thank you, everyone. I'm sure you already got the HR email. You got the link to equally register for this training on LinkedIn, on NestHuge. So please, okay, your network is back now. Please copy the number if you haven't, Tochi. Somebody dropped it already. I'll reshare it just in case you missed that. So contact that number and you'll be added to the group where they will guide you on how to go about your relocation. You're welcome, sis. Take care now. Bye, everybody. Stay blessed. God bless you all. Thank you for celebrating our mom with us. God bless you. Have a beautiful, beautiful evening. Bye, everyone. Bye. The program is very great. Well done. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody. And have a beautiful evening.